Good morning. Good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and we are walking our way through the Bible, reading our way through Proverbs, going deep into the New Testament, and just enjoying every part of the journey that God has before us. Good morning to you. It is Thursday, January 14th. I hope that you had a wonderful day yesterday and are looking forward to the day ahead. Just looking forward to it. Had a bit of a restless sleep. Got woke up at about 1:30 in the morning, and then again about 2:30 in the morning, and it was our son returning home. We're so grateful to see him even in the middle of the night. So a grateful tired I am. A grateful old guy, I am tired. Gloria, happy Thursday to you. Good morning, Gloria. So happy to see you. Thank you for being here. And you have an awesome Thursday. Awesome Thursday. Good morning, Scott Ricard. Or as our friends like to say, Ricard. So, Scott, good morning to you. And a wish for Gloria, too. That's a good way to start out the day. Matter of fact, that's one of the best ways to start out the day, saying good morning. Before this, actually about the time the pandemic started, I started walking our neighborhood early in the morning. Now I've decided to do this, but it was so funny walking around, and you would say hi to people, and most of them would turn away from you or act like they wouldn't acknowledge you. So to have somebody say good morning is always a good sign. Now, I used to run across two ladies all the time that always said good morning. So for all the people that didn't say good morning, they more than made up for it, because they were always trying to race each other up the hill or down the hill, as the case were. Let's see what's going on. We've got a couple of birthdays out here today, a couple of very special people. Let's see who we've got. Happy birthday to Jennifer Merritt Moran, who I have met and Scott has met through different shows. And Jennifer is an awesome woman who has done a lot in her life, who has been a leader in several companies, is an author and a speaker, and just a terrific lady. So Jennifer, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And this next fellow changed my life. I was introduced to him many years ago now. Well, 25 years ago at least, maybe 26 years. And he helped to turn my life. Not that I was an absolute horrible person, but had several issues as I was making some changes and was struggling. And John Knox Helveston, Pastor John, as I know him, and I love to refer to him, but he always says, I'm just John. Just John. But Pastor John and his family mean an awful lot to me. And he is one of the best people that I have ever met in my life. And I am grateful for him and to him for a lot of things. but one of them is that came to know the Lord really and have a deep relationship because of the pastor and the way the pastor taught, the way the pastor lived his life and lives his life, made a huge impact on me, and I will forever be grateful for it. So Pastor John Knox Helveston, who now lives down in Mississippi, but he has traveled to many corners of the world to do missionary work, to go in as a replacement pastor while different churches are looking for a pastor to lead them. He'll come in and stay there for a couple of months or for several months and help stabilize the church, and then make sure that they have the right pastor to come in and do the Lord's work. But Pastor John, forever grateful to you. Happy birthday. And if it's your birthday out there and I've missed it, happy birthday to you. Wishing you all the best. Now, why aren't we friends on Facebook? Or maybe you're just a little bit too shy to put your birthday up there, but happy birthday to you. Everyone, happy birthday. Okay, today we are going into Proverbs chapter 14. And then Luke 8:26 through 39. And as always, Ephesians 6:11, put on the whole armor of God. Make sure that you're covered. Make sure. Sure makes it a lot easier to get up with a smile on your face when you know that you are covered. A smile on your face and a song in your heart. And in my heart is where that song shall stay. As this old raspy voice is no longer a singing one. So let's go ahead and get on in there. Again, we're going to be contrasting the upright and the wicked. Contrast the upright and the wicked. The wise woman builds her house, but the foolish tears it down with her own hands. He who walks in his uprightness fears the Lord, but he who is devious in his ways despises him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod for his back, but the lips of the wise will protect them. Where no oxen are, the manger is clean, but much revenue comes by the strength of the ox. A trustworthy witness will not lie, but a false witness utters lies. A scoffer seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge is easy to no one who has understanding. But knowledge is easy to one who has understanding. I threw an extra word in there. So let's read that once again. A scoffer seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge is easy to one who has understanding. Leave the presence of a fool, or you will not discern words of knowledge. The wisdom of the sensible is to understand his way, but the foolishness of fools is deceit. Fools mock at sin, but among the upright there is goodwill. The heart knows its own bitterness, and a stranger does not share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way which seems right to a man, but in its end, it's the way of death. Even in laughter, the heart may be in pain, and the end of joy may be grief. The backslider in heart will have his fill of his own ways, but a good man will be satisfied with his. The naive believes everything, but the sensible man considers his steps. A wise man is cautious and turns away from evil, but a fool is arrogant and careless. A quick-tempered man acts foolishly, and a man of evil devices is hated. The naive inherit foolishness, but the sensible are crowned with knowledge. The evil will bow down before the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor is hated even by his neighbor, but those who love the rich are many. He who despises his neighbor sins, but happy is he who is gracious to the poor. Will they not go astray who devise evil? But kindness and truth will be to those who devise good. In all labor there is profit, but a mere talk leads only to poverty. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the folly of fools is foolishness. A truthful witness saves lives, but he who utters lies is treacherous. In the fear of the Lord there is strong confidence, and his children will have refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, that one may avoid the snares of death. In a multitude of people is a king's glory, but in the dearth of people is a prince's ruin. He who is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who is quick-tempered exalts folly. A tranquil heart is life to the body, but passion is rottenness to the bones. He who oppresses the poor taunts his maker, but he who is gracious to the needy honors him. The wicked is thrust down by his wrongdoings, but the righteous has refuge when he dies. Wisdom rests in the heart of one who has understanding, but in the hearts of fools it is made known. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a disgrace to any people. The king's favor is toward a servant who acts wisely, but his anger is toward him who acts shamefully. Just some great wisdom there to make sure that we understand what we should be seeking in life. And a lot of people need this one. Leave the presence of a fool. Leave the presence of a fool, or you will not discern words of knowledge. Leave the presence of a fool, or you will not discern words of knowledge. There are so many people that are caught up with folks who they believe are smart, but in reality, they are not. They just speak what they believe, and what they believe may be utter nonsense. We can't be fooled by those people. We have to seek knowledge. We seek discernment. Be able to discern the truth from lies. And that is one of the things that this is telling us. Do not be fooled by these people, or you'll become one. That's the last thing I need. The last thing I need. So now we're going to turn to Luke 8:26 through 39. The demonic or the demonic cured. Then they sailed to the country of Gerasenes, which is opposite of Galilee. And when he came out onto the land, he was met by a man from the city who was possessed with many demons, and who had not put on any clothing for a long time, and was not living in a house, but in the tombs. Seeing Jesus, he cried out and fell before him, and said in a loud voice, "What business do we have with each other, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, do not torment me." For he had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man, for it had seized him many times, and he was bound with chains and shackles and kept under guard, and yet he would break his bonds. And he was driven by the demon into the desert. And Jesus said to him, "What is your name?" And he said, "Legion," for many demons had entered him. They were imploring him not to command them to go away into the abyss. Now there was a herd of many swine feeding there on the mountain, and the demons implored him to permit them to enter the swine, and he gave them permission. And the demons came out of the man and entered the swine, and the herd rushed down the steep bank into the lake and was drowned. When the herdsmen saw what happened, they ran away and reported it in the city and out in the country. The people went out to see what had happened, and they came to Jesus and found the man from the demons had gone out, sitting down at the feet of Jesus, clothed and in right mind, and they became frightened. Those who had seen it reported to them how the man who was demon possessed had been made well. And all the people of the country of the Gerasenes, that word's difficult for me, Gerasenes, and the surrounding district asked him to leave them, for they were gripped with fear, and he got into the boat and returned. But the man from whom the demons had gone out was begging him that he might accompany him. But he sent him away, saying, "Return to your house and describe what great things God has done for you." So he went away, proclaiming throughout the whole city what great things Jesus had done for him. One of the many miracles that Jesus does for us. One of the many miracles. And it's just a story that brings out what this man, born of a woman, born of a human, fully God, fully human, was capable of doing. And one of the reasons that he was brought to earth, to show us that we did have a good God, and we do have a good God. I hope that you take a chance to read that a little bit deeper, understand what is going on, and just enjoy the knowledge that we have a Christ that loves us, and he wants good for us, and he will provide that. We just have to love him. We just have to let him enter our hearts. I hope that you have a great day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and listening. If you'd like to share this out, I would certainly appreciate it. Have a great day, and I look forward to tomorrow, and I hope that you'll be here with us again. Until tomorrow, keep walking through the Bible, reading your Proverbs and all of the New Testament. God bless. Bye.